Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahshua, Chafadash, the wondrous apostles, the great millstone, and salutations to your elect, which hope to be. Now, Shabbat Hawaii from GMS Chicago. Got a quick little lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites who better shame of living like heathens, who still bear witness that they are a child of Heavenly Father. In the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world inwardly calls Jehovah God. And in the name of the Heavenly Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ, or Jesus Christos, or Yeshua, Yeshua, Yahweh. Pretty much it's going to be a quick lesson and stuff. Any other precepts come out, you already know it's Holy Spirit. And pretty much there, everybody knows that, when it comes down to the Rona 19, what happened, it started out one of those Asian countries that started with a W, you know what I'm saying, I want to say Yuan, but I don't think that's what that is. And, and then it traveled all the way over here to the Americas and whatnot and stuff, right? And now, there's a new form, the variant, it's a new form, it starts with a D, Salakia. But it's a new variant, Delta's variant, the Wadi Yabashim Shah. And pretty much they're trying to say now that brother did a sit down and stuff, and based off the title and stuff, it's like, okay, they want to do the blame game and stuff. Now they're trying to say that the threat, of the spread of this new variant and stuff, or worse strain and stuff, it's going to be the main cause of his spreading and stuff is those that's unvaccinated. Who ain't get the shots yet, right? Get the Rona 19 shots. And the thing is, it's still a mysterious concoction. It's still a potion and whatnot that they create in their labs. In their dungeons, which is called the CDC. You got the word prevention in there, but it's never no abbreviation for the P, because they don't prevent nothing. They make it. Especially if you get all these patents on different diseases and infections and whatnot and stuff, and you're not making it available except only to the rich in order for them to be cured by these things. So what preventing will you be doing, right? But anyways, especially, a lot, if with more people and stuff, it's not rich, but, what do they call themselves? Middle class and lower, and now in the middle class, the so-called middle class and stuff, they're just considered as poor, but anyways, they're gonna try to blame the ones who don't get the shot and whatnot and stuff, right? And those are the ones who's willing to not commit sin, because when you really think about it and stuff, right? Nowadays, people don't give a damn who God is. If God says don't do this and don't do that and stuff, they do the complete opposite and stuff, you see. And the scriptures do say that the fool saith in his heart that there is no God. Well, by a lot of these people's actions, it shows that they don't believe that there's a God either. And they really believe that their main provider and stuff is Esau, Edom, so-called Caucasian. Now, yes, he is in rulership. This is his kingdom, but he's not your God. He's just somebody who's placed, and he's a heathen to the nation, to the nation of Israel. You Negroes, Latinos, and natives, all 12 tribes. Even Israelites who outward appearance instead of the heathen, which you can only receive spiritually and stuff, right? A lot of people will go off by outward appearance and stuff and be like, yeah, that person is white and whatnot and stuff, but really they're not. But Esau, Edom and stuff is a full-blooded heathen. Right? And what he wants you to do, he wants you, in order to be in league with him, to be on his side, to to prove your loyalty to him while you commit your high treason, right, to the Lord, is to get this Maxine waters, right? So this is Leviticus 19 and 28. It says, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am Yahweh, right? So it says make any cuttings. When you go into the word cut, it's the word sharat. It's the shadarah and the ta sharat. You know what I'm saying? It says incision, cutting. You know what I'm saying? You know, and when you make an incision and stuff, you're making a cave in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're piercing the surface. You know what I'm saying? You're getting pierced, right? Now, it's okay to get earrings. You can read that in Leviticus, the 21st chapter. You know what I'm saying? Because in all, it's an earring. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. Nose rings are okay. You know what I'm saying? You know, but doing like other stuff where, you know, you got some people and stuff where they pierce the bone, or, you know, you might get the little bull ring and whatnot and stuff, and that represents cattle, so it's actually a negative thought behind it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? But the thing is that you're not supposed to get no tattoos. Now, you might see some of us with tattoos already. That's before we even knew that tattoos was wrong to get. But we're not going to get any brand new tattoos because we understand that all it's doing is causing us to go off against the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So, in order for you to get a tattoo and stuff, you know what I'm saying, it ain't that tattoo, you know, the little ink and whatnot, you wet it with water and stuff and put it on your skin and stuff, and then after the amount of the days and stuff, it just rubs off, or you can rub it off if you don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Get you some alcohol and rub it off, and, you know, it's not permanent. You know what I'm saying? And plus, the scripture says in 1 Thessalonians, it says to abstain from all appearance of evil. You know what I'm saying? Right? The 5th chapter, to be precise. And, you know, so you only want to do that. You see? Right? But it says, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. Right? So we're not supposed to be getting shots and stuff, you know, and most of the shots, when you actually do the research and whatnot, the tetanus shots, the booster shots, you know what I'm saying, you know, the Rona 19 shot and stuff, when it come down to this, you find out that there's a lot of stuff that's actually in there, you know what I'm saying, where it doesn't benefit you, it doesn't help you out, it doesn't it's actually stuff in there that's supposed to kill you. Stuff you find in cars, stuff you find in industrial machinery and whatnot and stuff. Something that's not supposed to be found in the body at all. You know what I'm saying? You know, and they put this in these different shots and stuff, and they want to see, you know what I'm saying, who's going to survive, who not. And really, their intentions is to put the nation of Israel to death. You know what I'm saying? Right? So for all those and stuff who want to blame people that's like, oh, they're not taking the Maxine, you know what I'm saying, they're not getting the V, they not this, that, and the third and stuff, you know what I'm saying, because and when I say the V, I'm talking about the, you know, the Maxine waters, the shots, you know what I'm saying, you gonna blame it upon us and whatnot and stuff, but if this Delta variant is supposed to be more deadly than how the virus first came in the first place and stuff, then how come people how come the ones who's unvaccinated, you know what I'm saying, how come a lot of them and stuff is not actually dying, you know? But anyways, those who do get vaccinated and stuff, you know, I'm going to tell you this, it's a sin to get vaccinated. Why is that? Because you got to pierce your flesh, you know what I'm saying? Now, what did the Lord say in Genesis, is it 2? Nah. 26. Nah. So I can bear with it. Right. So this is Genesis 1 and 29. It says in Elohim, because when you go into that word, it's not actually the Most High. But when you go into Genesis, the second chapter and stuff, the Lord gets the credit of all things. Why? Because he created even the elect. You see? So it says in Elohim said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of the earth, all the earth. It says in every tree, in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. You know what I'm saying? You know, meaning you eat it. You know what I'm saying? You don't smoke it, you know. And look what smoking tobacco got people and stuff. You know, it got them highly addicted where they can't get off it. You know, or it's too hard, or makes them antsy when they don't have it like that, right? It destroys your mouth, even when it comes down to weed and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The thing is that marijuana and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you're smoking and whatnot, that dry combustion and stuff, it still destroys your teeth. It still decays your teeth. It gives you bad breath. It destroys your soft tissues in your body and whatnot, and it still destroys your lungs. You know what I'm saying? Even though you do get certain weeds or marijuana strains and stuff where it's supposed to help your lungs and bronchial and whatnot and stuff, but when you smoke it and stuff, you know it's a double-edged sword. You're trying to heal, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you still attacking your body a certain type of way. You see? But anyways, it's supposed to be eaten, you know. And look, when it comes down to these different doctors and whatnot and stuff, right? They tell you they got to go to different platforms. You know what I'm saying? You know, like BitChute. You know what I'm saying? BitChute. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's the number one that I can think of and stuff. You know, where they be on it. You know, where they have to give the information and stuff about, you know, what's really going on. And then everybody who's actually getting the vaccine or getting the Rona 19 shots, you know what I'm saying, it's always some bad defect that's happening. You know, if they ain't die and stuff, you know, their nervous system is destroyed, their neurological system is destroyed. It's all the same thing, you know. But or something wrong with their flesh and whatnot and stuff, or they wondering why. You know, they'll dry their arms off to the best that they can and stuff, you know, so they won't be sweaty, because we know that coins will stick if it's a sweaty surface. You know what I'm saying? Or certain, you know, anything else would stick if it's a sweaty surface and stuff, right? And you know, you had this one lady and stuff. She just had gotten and stuff, right, in her arm and whatnot, and they was wiping paper towels off and whatnot, you know what I'm saying, off her body and stuff, so her body wouldn't be sticky and stuff, you know what I'm saying. And then the magnets was just sticking to her body. And then it was another older woman, and she looked like she was real, you know, she was really handicapped. She couldn't really do for herself and whatnot. And whoever the woman was and stuff that was with her, maybe that was her daughter, some type of relative of any kind of stuff, and she was just sticking phones and scissors and all types of stuff, you know what I'm saying, showing that what they doing is that they putting metal in your body, you know what I'm saying, you know, microscopic, whatever, but it's enough, you know what I'm saying, to have like some small scissors and stuff stick to your flesh, you know what I'm saying, you know. And notice how when it comes down to the you know, and then when it comes down to the doctors, to be registered nurses, and it don't be no brand new nurse who fresh and out of college and doctor school and stuff. You know, it'd be somebody who been in the field for years. You know what I'm saying? Who know what they doing and stuff. And it's like, man, you know, for all these years and stuff, I never had to deal with this. Never had to deal with that. It's so many different diseases and stuff and outbreaks that happened in the past while I lived. You know what I'm saying? And yet, they weren't trying to be so serious about it and stuff, but yet this new virus that comes out of nowhere and stuff, they want to be saying it's so serious and stuff, but it has very similar effects effects, you know what I'm saying, or destruction, you know what I'm saying, that previous, diseases showed forth. You know what I'm saying, right? So this is why a lot of people call it the pandemic and whatnot, because now look what they doing. When Mars and SARS was out and stuff, they weren't trying to give burgers and fries. They weren't trying to give free weed and free drinks. They're bribing people to take the shot. And last I checked, bribery was illegal. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to just be some officers or militants or somebody that's in the force and stuff, and you try to give them some money and stuff, throw something underneath the rug and stuff. No, bribery is bribery, man. And that's exactly what they're doing. They bribing people and stuff to take these shots. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to these shots, they always gonna give you a sheet of paper and stuff where it's like, look, if something bad happened to you, you can't sue us. You know what I'm saying? That should be the first red flag and whatnot, right? And you gotta also think about this. They're not pushing to eat healthy. They're not pushing different herbs and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying, that helps build your immune system. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of herbs out there and stuff that prevents this and prevents that and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They're not telling you that at all. Why? Because, once again, the doctors won't make no money. The legal drug dealers won't make no money. You know what I'm saying? And everybody know about their medicine. Got comedians and stuff. What do? They make fun. You know what I'm saying? But they at the same time we telling you real shit. You know what I'm saying? You take some medicine and stuff, and the next thing you know, you see one of those prepaid commercials and stuff, and it's like, if you fell victim to be such and such who have taken this medicine or that medicine, you know what I'm saying? Or they be so bold with it that they tell you it's like, this medicine will heal one thing, but it will give you 5 other problems you got to deal with. Then those 5 other problems, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, go check with your doctor if this is still happening, that's still happening. You know what I'm saying? Right? So you got healthy lungs, you know what I'm saying? Or you got one organ and whatnot and stuff that actually helps yourself out. Helps, the medicine does what it's supposed to do for that one specific organ, but at the same time, it deteriorates the rest of your organs. You know what I'm saying? That's something that's not supposed to be safe, but there's herbs that you can use in well balance, you know what I'm saying, in moderation and whatnot and stuff, where you can use just so you can maintain your health. And if you dealing with a disease or an infection and stuff, guess what? You can heal yourself. Son, this motherfucker. And yeah, so they're not pushing that. They pushing to get vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? To take these shots. You know what I'm saying? Catch these syringes and stuff. This is what they're saying. And if you're not trying to be down for that and stuff, it's like, it's like, first I try to say, it's like, I can give you money, I can give you this, I can give you that and stuff, but it's like, so you ain't trying to take that. It's like, okay, now I'm finna shut you out of the world and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to take these shots and whatnot and stuff. But guess what? The shots are proven to kill people. And nobody wants to die. People are worried about their lives and everything and stuff. But they're saying that, hey, shoot, we'll just shut you out of everything and stuff if you don't take it. You know what I'm saying? But it shows that this stuff is killing people. And then it can kill, you can have 45, 50, 100,000 people who clearly take the shot. You know what I'm saying? And then next they dying within minutes. Celebrities dying, regular civilians, the actual nurses who's like, I don't want to take this. But it's like, if I still want my job, I gotta take it and stuff. So they're forced to take it and stuff, and then they die later, or they get Bell palsy, or they get involuntary movements with their muscles and stuff, you know what I'm saying, or they in the wheelchair and their life is completely over with and stuff, and they can't get any compensation and stuff, or they'd be so bad and stuff where they be so their body is not functioning properly, properly, you know what I'm saying, that they can't even work, you know what I'm saying, So and you have I forget, you had this news conference. Well, it's not a news conference, but they was like a Daily Motion and stuff, or something like that, and they was talking with each other and stuff. And one of the guys, he was saying, he was like, well, guess what? If people are faced to sit up here and take this by force and whatnot and stuff, got to put their lives in danger and whatnot and stuff just so they can continue on, you're gonna see nothing but revolts. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see nothing but revolts. And you got all these different legislations and whatnot and different rules that you can put in their face and stuff that's legal, that Congress and Senate has passed. You know what I'm saying? You can sit up here and bring all this and whatnot and stuff, and what would they do? They'll still threaten your life, because if you can't function in society, then what are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? It's like, regardless of anything and stuff, they're seeking to kill you. You know what I'm saying? But for anybody that want to get vaccinated, or you want to take the shot, well, guess what? You're committing sin. You know what I'm saying? So what's more important? You know what I'm saying? You obeying the Lord, or you getting destroyed by the Lord and stuff because you want to commit this sin. You see? So I will give Zedaphin, I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua HaKadosh, the one of the apostles, the great millstone, and citations to the elect, which hold the beat. And another thing too is that everybody who got their shots and whatnot, it's like, well, I'm still living. Guess what? They're gonna be the major enemy. You got what, Biden asking friends and family members and stuff to trick on those who didn't take the shot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the motherfuckers ain't getting sick though. They ain't dying. They still working and living out the world and stuff just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? And if you actually did your research, the reason why this second version is so deadly, you know what I'm saying, besides still making another concoction, the reason why it's so deadly is because you got your mask over your face for several hours. And what, you ever thought about what that do to your body? You know what I'm saying? First, because, people are kind of slow, you know what I'm saying, or lazy, where it's like this. First and foremost, if when you inhale, we already know what that is, air, right? Something that doesn't exist in our body. Well, no, it exists, you know what I'm saying, but in order for our lungs to continue to function and stuff, and for us to stay alive and stuff, you know what I'm saying, we got to breathe in an outer source of oxygen, right? So what happens when you breathe out? You know what I'm saying? Now people would think, oh, that's just the air being recycled and stuff. No, how about you look up the facts? What is it? What is it called when you breathe out? You know what I'm saying? When you exhale, is that air? That's a question that you can ask. You know what I'm saying? And Google gonna tell you no. They gonna call it CO2. You look up CO2, it's carbon dioxide, right? And then it's like, okay, if you got a mask that's claiming that says that nothing is gonna come in, you know what I'm saying? That's on a molecular level. You know what I'm saying? Which was been proven false by civilians. And what do? Cast them out of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Unless they trying to say certain things, right? What happens? They if it's really supposed to keep things out from coming in and stuff, you know what I'm saying, then I don't see how you'd be able to breathe air through it. If you ever thought about that, because air has its own molecule, and if they saying like when somebody sneezes or they cough and whatnot and stuff, those water vapors and stuff, they're on a molecular level. You know what I'm saying? So if air can get through the mask, if you're able to still breathe without really, really trying hard and stuff, you know what I'm saying, like you ain't suffocating through the mask, and guess what? You still can catch it. But here's the thing. If it's supposed to, you know, because what they show that in certain masks and stuff that, you know, the smart mask, it tells you when you could rewash it and whatnot, well, you can wash it again, right? Well, the thing is that if you get all this filth and whatnot and stuff, and it's clogging up, you know what I'm saying, the smaller fibers and stuff that's in there and stuff, and say, you know, it made it a little bit more solid, even though you're still able to breathe. If every time you breathe out and stuff, when it comes down to CO2, right? When you exhale, that's what it is. You know, look up what it does and stuff. If everybody has the job where everybody has that job where they're going outside, you know what I'm saying, and they working 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, you know, or doing overtime and stuff for whatever hours that they have, you know. Say if they doing that and stuff, well, see, for breathing in CO2 and stuff, you know what I'm saying, or having it recycling in your mask for those long periods of time and stuff, see what it does to your immune system, and then have some foreign concoction that the CDC had created and whatnot, and it's different pharmaceuticals, you know what I'm saying. How about you check out and find out and stuff to see what the CO2 does over those hours, how it depletes your immune system. And your immune system is your main shielding or firewalls for your body and whatnot and stuff. But if that's depleted and stuff, you know what I'm saying, then guess what? Some new foreign concoction and stuff can easily take down that last wall with ease. Or you probably don't even got no walls. You probably don't even got no walls. You know what I'm saying? Your system probably so detrimental stuff based by your diet and everything and stuff. And guess what? You ain't gonna be able to do anything for yourself. You know, and all you're gonna do is just make yourself sick and stuff, and send your white blood cells. You know, they can't work. You know what I'm saying, right? Because it's different variants and whatnot of these shots that you're taking and stuff. Then guess what? The common cold can come around. It can be very devastating. You know what I'm saying? You know. And then I also look about this. Where's pneumonia? Where's tuberculosis? Those killed a lot too. You know what I'm saying? You know. And then even with the numbers when it come down to Rona 19 and stuff, they playing with them. You know what I'm saying? You know, they using it as loaded words. You know what I'm saying? You know, people are dying from other stuff out here. You know what I'm saying? You see? So yeah, that's all I wanted to say and stuff. You know, if you get vaccinated and stuff, you get syringed in and stuff, right? If the syringe pierces you and stuff, you know what I'm saying, and you have the choice whether to say no to it or not. Guess what? You commit sin. And guess what? A lot of people, 2/3 of our people and stuff, you know what I'm saying, you know, outside the heathen, you know what I'm saying, guess what? They're going to sit up here and they're going to sin on purpose just so they can go out to the bars, just so they can go out to the movies, just so they can go out and live in society and stuff, because in their eyes, the Lord doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, why would God do such things and stuff to see if you really down for Him or not? It's not just talking good service out of your flapper, you see. So I hope it was edifying. Like, give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahshua, Hawakakadash, double honor to apostles, the great millstone, and salutations to the elect of those to be. Shalom, well, Baba, for all, Kwame Yasharala.